Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I am Susie Valentine. I'm a psychic, Theta Healing master instructor, and I also connect to star seeds and channel star seeds. Now, I've been doing these live sessions since January, and last week I already got an initial message, and this week it was confirmed again. Like, this is going to be our last session. Definitely before the summer break. I don't know what's going to happen thereafter. I definitely will continue teaching Theta Healing classes and doing things in this space. Star seeds are going to become a bigger focus. That's just because we are getting closer to open contact. And one of the things I feel so cool to do is to work with people to clear their fears around extraterrestrials and around starseeds, because that's one of the things that can really let go of the resistance and that can empower you and that can let you flow more through the times that are coming. So that's one of the shifts I'm going to do. I don't know exactly how I will allow it to unfold, but that's the reason why this is going to be the last session. Also, the self-healing sessions on the Thursdays are finished. We had our last session on Thursday. I got through when I connect. So, this is going to be the last live for a little while. Okay, wonderful that you're all here. Let's get started. Now, I have to say, I'm really sorry, but I haven't checked let me just quickly check the form here. Yes, so we have a couple of ones that are being submitted. We will also go into that. Let's just start with the lives here first. Okay, we're going to start with Rakesh Pandey. I have gastro problem. How can I overcome this? Okay, I'm not a medical person. I can't give any medical advice. So I always recommend people to go to like a doctor or see a professional there. But what I can do is have a look into your energy field and see what energetically I can pick up for you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what I really strongly get for everybody who's on the call or watching the replay, can I just ask, I use Theta Healing of modality when I do the psychic readings, and we connect to like a source energy or creator energy that's connected to everyone and everything. And the first thing that I get through is, can I ask creator to just clear everybody's energy field and fill it up with unconditional love? Now, if you're okay with that, you can just say yes, and then I will witness that. Now, I don't do any healings. I don't do any shift in energy. I just observe because creator or source energy does it, but it needs to be observed and witnessed. And that's how the changes take place. By the way, I do get another message. Like, if anybody feels like they want to work with me and whatever I'm doing next, have a look at the social media accounts. The one thing that I got very clearly is I will be more active on Instagram and Facebook, mostly Instagram. That's going to be one of the next steps. And also feel free to book in a discovery call, which you can find in the description, if you want to work with me or like see how we can help you in your next steps. So just so you know that the support is still there. Okay. Good. So, Rakesh, let's have a look for you. Okay, what I see is there are a couple of things going on in your life that are difficult for you to digest, that you really struggle with coming to terms with or coming to peace with. And it's impacting your actual physical body. This is an example of where emotions can impact the physical body. So it's like, what do you need to get into acceptance related to some of the things that are going on in your life? And it doesn't mean you need to approve, right? It doesn't mean that you need to agree with what is going on. But when you have resistance to something in life, it's stealing your energy, it's draining your energy, and it makes things a lot more complicated. And it it doesn't allow your energy to flow properly. And some of these things are really personally almost like eating at you. And it like, so what do you need to accept situations for what they are? And you're not the only one, by the way. There are multiple people listening that will watch also the replay that can really benefit from this. Sit with that question. Because as long as you can't accept, you're blocking your energy. You're not allowing the energy to flow. You're not able to digest things so easily. And that can create gastro upset. And then there's a little other thing as well. Like, it almost needs, like, your body also needs a little bit of a rest. There's so much, like, food is so sprayed these days, right? And you think you're eating healthy fruit and healthy vegetables, but there are so many pesticides sprayed on the food. Washing your food properly is important, but also um, feel intuitively to what will help you bring things back in balance. So you can rebuild, like, the digestive system a little bit, so it's more balanced, it feels more supported. And this is very intuitively, like, ask for solutions, set the intention for solutions, and then allow the right thing to come on your path. Don't be naive here, but literally clearly state, I'd like this to be resolved, I'd like to feel this way, I'd like to feel that way. Show me the solutions, and then allow the solutions to come on your path. I've done this so many times, and things, like, come from unexpected angles and unexpected corners, and it's beautiful. So these are the couple of things. Now, let me give you a few Theta Healing downloads. Can the Creator show you that you're allowed to accept things for who they are, that it's safe to accept things for what they are, that you can accept without having to approve of it? That it is safe, and let's complete and evow those energetic contracts that stop you or block you from accepting situations. Let's complete it through the Creator and bring in the energy of acceptance so that you are able and allowed and open up the path for you to move forward in life, to allow the solutions to come in, to allow the solutions to find you. And also, let's bring some energy in of, like, balancing, and like, bring in some healing energy, bring in some balancing energy, and bring in the unconditional love energy. Anybody who likes that can say yes. Okay, and it feels like certain things needs to be expressed because they have been suppressed. So can the Creator show you how you can express what needs to be expressed, that it's possible, and how to do that from a place of empathy, from a place of compassion, without it needing to, like, be pushed out, without it needing to be screamed at, without it needing to be a conflict or harming to others or yourself. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. That's it. Allow yourself to sit with that for a while and then see what kind of solutions come up for you. I hope that helped you. Okay, Sweet Farish. Hi, my name is Sanja and I've submitted my question via the form. Let me have a quick look for you. Yes. So the question is, let me put it in the chat here. Sanja, so the question is, I'd love a message from my higher self about attracting work that fits my pace and aligns with my soul's purpose as I continue recovering from Graves' disease, please. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you. Okay, what I've been shown is a couple of things have already come on your path. But whenever something comes on your path, there is like a belief that it's almost like not possible for you, that it might be too intense for you, that you don't really know how you're going to fulfill the expectations. So energetically, you just close the opportunities down. Let's do you a few downloads. Can the creator show you that it's safe to embrace opportunities, how to embrace opportunities and have fun with it without being overwhelmed, without um, it being too much, but how to flow with it, how to have healthy boundaries, how to set your healthy boundaries from a place of compassion, and how to look after yourself. And that it's safe for you to be completely healthy, to really have energy, and to have fun in life. Would you like these? Hmm. Can a creator show you what it feels like to give yourself permission to go out and do things that you're excited about? To give yourself permission to embrace life, to embrace the opportunities that come on your path, and to be grateful what that feels like and how to enjoy that. When you like it, you can say yes. And of course, the downloads are for everybody who says yes to them. Wonderful. Okay, I hope that helped you, Sanja. Anything 7424. Hi, Susie. I hope you're doing well. I'm very well. Thank you. I hope you're well too. I wanted to ask if Spirit has anything to say or any guidance about my connection with my partner. Let's have a look. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with how you feel. And then embrace the opportunities that come on your path. Be clear about what you're looking for. Be clear about what you desire. And also be grateful for what you already have. Be grateful for what you have, and then you can attract more of that. Gratitude is a very strong energy that you're learning, is a powerful energy that you're learning more and more about. And the more you embrace this, the easier it gets. Enjoy the journey and remember what you already got. That's the message. I hope that helped you. Spring 6051. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you too. How can I work on becoming a more authentic self? Thank you. I love that question because that's definitely the journey I'm on too. And it's a fun journey. It's obviously having ups and downs, but it's really fun. And it's constantly reflecting and then really feeling into it and then having some experiences and then reflecting back at it, feeling into it. And more you learn more about yourself. Yeah. Let me have a look how it works for you, what I'm getting for you. Yeah. It feels like it's a question that has been like on your mind for a while already, and you have been focusing on this for a while. And I don't know if you realize, but you have been making quite a bit of progress. Now, that progress might not meet the expectation you set for yourself. But that doesn't mean that there's no progress. There's definitely progress, and you're growing into this process. So creative is like, why don't you view it from the perspective of the progress you've already made? Because that is being phenomenal. And that's like a lot more than so many others have achieved or will achieve. Now, what can you do to become more of your higher self, become more of your authentic self and live more of your authentic self? Okay. Consciously being aware of how things make you feel. When you do things, how did it make you feel? Did it make you feel aligned? Did it make you feel happy? Did it make you feel excited? When you get these kind of feelings, it's definitely bringing you in alignment with more of your authentic self. You're expressing more of your authentic self in it. If it makes you feel small, if it makes you feel out of integrity, if it makes you feel behaving in a certain way in order to fit in, or in order to get likes, or in order to be seen, or in order to be X, Y, Z, that is like an external result, then it could be that you might not be acting mostly in alignment with your authentic energy and your authentic self. So if that's the case, really feel like, hey, how do I feel? What would I do next time? Or what would I do differently to be more of my authentic self? Because when you really act in alignment with your authentic self, it feels balanced. It feels exciting. It doesn't always feel super safe at the start, because you're going outside of your comfort zone. For much more people, like, not being their authentic self is more of their comfort zone than being their authentic self, right? So you might need to feel like you're stepping outside of your comfort zone a little bit, but it feels true to you. It feels feel like you're acting with integrity. It feels like it's in alignment with who you are and what's important to you. I give you an example. I set these sessions, right? To contribute. The goals for me were like showing up every single week for people, contribute to people's life, and also knowing for myself that I can be there on a consistent basis in this way of visibility. And also, I think it's really fun. I'm excited about doing psychic readings for people. And then from like last week until now, this energy just shifted and said, it's coming to an end. Last session. If I would be within my mind or within like the usual collective stuff, it would be like, no, you committed to this. You need to continue. You set this goal for yourself. You need to continue. But really feeling into my authentic energy, feeling into me, it's like there's something within me that says, this is completed now. This is rounded off. The free psychic sessions. You need to focus on the next step. There's a next thing that wants to open up. Do I have full clarity? No. That's where the trust comes in. And that's where really feeling into it. Yes, this is the right thing to do. I need to honor that. I need to honor my energy. I need to honor my authentic energy and go with that. Now, it takes courage. It takes bravery. But I know you are there. You can step more and more into that. Now, don't be naive. You still have your responsibilities to take care of. So you need to make sure you take care of these. But there are many things in your life that you're already doing it and where you can do it a little bit more. So practice in these areas and you will flow. It will grow. It's a virtue that's growing. And it will happen for you as long as you be honest with yourself and act on the things that you really love doing. Then it just happens automatically. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun with it. Okay. So many questions. Just know, one question per person. There are quite a few people on the chat today. One question per person. Yeah. Manzi. And by the way, if you guys like it, if it's helping you, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. What are the blockages in my Spanish learning course that are stopping me from mastering the language and becoming a Spanish teacher? That's my goal. Let's have a look. Okay, Manzi, what you're learning is how to understand more of your energy flow. When does your energy, energy isn't always 100% in one direction. Energy it constantly changes, it constantly flows. So there might be a moment you're really excited about that and you take action on that. But when that energy in that direction kind of flows away a little bit, don't try to push it. It might be something that you just need to retrieve a little bit, see where the energy flows there. Go and explore that for a little bit. Don't push it. If it flows away, back, it comes back. And then it might be, it was a little bit of this. And then it comes back again. Now a little bit of that. Then it comes back again. It's really about feeling into it. Where are you excited about? How can you move forward without the constant push? The push is something that is really put upon society. That's expected almost from people. But that's often not our real energy. Our real energy is really like feeling into it. What does my energy want today? And when you start acting more upon that, you will see that the excitement for the Spanish will come back. It will come back. But it's going to be like this: out and a bit in, and a bit out, and a bit in, a bit out, and a bit in. Then you're going towards this direction, and then you're going back, then you're going towards this direction. So really feel into when does your energy want to learn Spanish? When it does, go for it. And then when it needs a bit of break, allow it a little break. Feel into it. Yeah? I think you will be a wonderful Spanish teacher. But you need to give it a time and you need to be patient with that. Really, like you're learning to feel into your energy, you're learning to act upon what you're being guided to and enjoy that process. Yeah. Can the creator show you what it feels like to act upon your highest excitement, to follow that energy, to take responsibility at the same time, and to be true to yourself? Would you like that? Beautiful. Whilst at the same time, you can still take your responsibilities and have fun with that too. Would you like that? Good. Good luck with it. It feels good. Well done in taking some action, Manzi. Okay. Just quickly looking at the results. Spring 6051. Grateful. Thank you, Susie, for your precious presence, time, and energy. You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to serve you guys, and I'm honored to serve you. It's wonderful. Okay. Let's have a look here. So the next person was Ella M4M4I. Connection to a person. Yona. What was it about? What am I supposed to learn? Thoughts and feelings. And then here there was something we missed this question. Connection to a person. What is it about? What am I supposed to learn? Thoughts and feelings. Okay. Now I will look into the energy for you, but it's not for me to give you the answers on what you're learning because it's your lesson. It's a process that you are going through, and that's one of the points to figure out what your lesson is, what you're learning through this, and what to explore, right? So this is a little bit of the inner work for you to do. Okay, let me have a look. So this connection was really to learn more about yourself, to discover more about yourself. It's about healthy boundaries. It's about how feelings kind of can take the upper hand and how to really move back into yourself and be honest with yourself, to be authentic with yourself and to listen to your authentic energy. How to be true to yourself, how to respect your own energy, how to respect your own boundaries and how to set them. When you start doing that, connections can go deeper and you can really attract people that you deeply resonate with, but you are learning through experiences here how to be honest with yourself, how to listen to yourself, how to understand more of your own emotions, and how to be true to yourself. So what I'm really hearing is sit with that. Don't just take it as an answer, move away. Really sit with that. Hey, why is that happening? I can see that happen because of this. Why did that happen? Okay, what did Susie say? How can I find myself? Can I find myself in that? How do I find myself in that? What would I do differently next time? What is important to me? These are the kind of answers you wanna questions you wanna ask, and really listen to the answers so you can get complete the lessons. Yeah. So I hope that really helped you. Okay. Vedics, Thenbi, Ved Mantra, Gian. Sorry if I don't pronounce it correctly, but I think you know who you are. Hi, my son Anj. Anj, is not focusing on his studies. Please tell me the root cause of his lack of focus, interest, consistency, and what career field do you see him pursuing in the future? Okay, let's have a look. His energy just isn't isn't excited about the stuff he's learning in school. He is a smart kid. He is smart, but some of the stuff is just not resonating with him. It's not the energies are not fully like in harmony together. He's almost like pushed into a direction that he doesn't like. Okay, instead of judging it, instead of pushing it into a certain direction, instead of like putting big expectations on your son, have you had a conversation with him? Why he's feeling a certain way? Why he's avoiding the schoolwork? Why he doesn't want to focus on these things? Because he actually can focus. When he is excited about something, he can really focus and he's really into it. And he is dedicated and he is persistent and he really, really loves it. But the things that given in school, he's just not excited about. And that's also something that, like, the schooling system isn't as fit for purpose anymore as it once used to be. There's so much innovation in so many different areas in the world, and the schooling system really lacks the innovation because so many things are still done this a very similar way how they were done hundreds of years ago. So it's no wonder that kids are not so excited about it anymore. And when they're like really constantly pushed to do things that might not resonate with their authentic energy, might not resonate with what they want. Now, I'm not saying that kids shouldn't go to school because I think schooling is a really important part. But I'm saying that what can we do to find more harmony and more balance into the way we are schooling kids, into the way we are letting them learn, because learning can happen in so many different ways. And what can you do as a parent to make things more exciting? And that might be doing some things outside of school that really resonate with their energy, so that their energy is topped up again, so that they can actually focus a bit more on the schoolwork. And there's a better balance, so they're more excited about the things that they do in life overall. Could be one of the things. Um, what I hear here is really like have an honest conversation without judgment, without expectation, without pushing your son in any kind of direction. Do you think you can do that? And really ask, like, with him, go and explore with him why he doesn't want to do it. Find the answers together. Find what he needs together and support him there. Because I'm a true believer of when we do what we love doing, we are always looked after. When we do what we love doing, the right things will come on our path at the right times. And that's more and more and more important for these kids, for the younger kids, because they're tuned in, they really pick up a lot of energy. They can see, sense, feel things that we as adults might not be able to. And it's not so much acknowledged in schools. So do we acknowledge this as parents? Do we or do we not? How can we support our kids more in that direction so they can still live more of their authentic energy while still being okay with the schooling system? Let me know if that helps you there. Okay. Right. Brigitte. Yulum Singh? Hi there, glad to be here again. Can you please help me with my son Dustin? Will he be okay? He is 25 now. I think he had a psychosis when he was younger. Someone gave him a wrong pill, he told me. Okay, let's have a look. By the way, I can't diagnose. I'm not a medical practitioner, but I can just look into the energy. Hmm. Okay, what I'm hearing in the energy, like the way the energy stands at the moment, right? Things constantly change, energy constantly change, we constantly shift in parallel realities, so nothing is in guarantee. But the way the energy stands at the moment, I hear will be completely fine. Um, he's figuring things out for himself. He's figuring things out. There's the thing of he's learning more responsibility. He's learning different things to figure things out. And who am I? What's life about? What do I want to do in life? Um, and there's a bit of resistance there, and that resistance kind of pushes him more into, like, eventually going into more of the inner work, eventually taking more responsibilities and becoming aware that he's the only one who can take responsibility for his own life. It's a process, it will take a bit of time. He will get there. Support him from a place of unconditional love without judgment. When we put in judgment, when we put in expectations, that's how we can really make things sometimes a little bit more difficult, because people need to figure things out for themselves. So do you, so do I. And when there are constantly expectations or judgments put upon us, it's not, it doesn't make the process easier. So really feel into how can you support in a way that feels in alignment with them and you at the same time. Yeah. And when we support, it's not about how do I want to support, what way feels right for me. It's also to take into consideration, how does the person that I want to support, how do they want to be supported? What also resonates with them? What resonates for both of us? Because sometimes when we only look at it from our own perspective, it might not resonate with what they need or they want. So really feel into it. How can we do something that works for both of us? Yeah. Support him in his journey in a way that aligns with him. And if that means giving him space, that means giving him space. If that means work on your own beliefs so you can trust the process and know it will all be fine, then you might need to work a little bit on your own beliefs. Yeah. I hope that helps you, Brigitte. You get there too. You're on your journey too. And there's a lot shifting for yourself right now. And trust, the trust, building that trust, knowing how to trust, when to trust, why to trust, that you can always trust, and how to trust that divine guidance is something you're learning and can create a show you, give you downloads on what these things feels like and how to learn that easily and effortlessly. How to learn that in a way that's fun for you. How to learn that in a way that feels aligned with you. If you like that, you can say yes. And allow yourself support too. And can we complete any vows, those energetic contracts that you need to take responsibility for your son? Can we complete that through Creator? And can the Creator show you what it feels like to allow your son to take responsibility for himself, whilst you are still able to support him? Only say yes if you'd like that. But if you like that, then I will witness that for you. Yeah. Good. That's an important one, by the way. Allowing your children to take responsibility for themselves. How much you love them, whatever happens to them, they are learning their lessons and they need to learn how to take responsibility without constantly being influenced by others. So, because when they can really move more in themselves, they're going to figure themselves out more. Okay, next person, Bex Armstrong. Hi Susie, please can I have a scan on how close my manifestation is to coming into physical reality? Do I need to clear, shift, embody anything in order to align more if there is a block? Thank you. Let me have a look for you. This is a time thing. It's a patience thing. You're learning the virtue of patience, but it's also you're learning that things come at the time when they're meant to come. Like, a lot of the manifestations will come into your life eventually, but it's about like you need to Align yourself with that right frequency so they can actually come into your life. If we're not aligning ourselves with the frequency of the manifestation, it becomes very difficult to attract it in our lives. So we need to raise our vibration to become in alignment with that manifestation, and it will almost happen instantly. Now the next question is, how do I do that, right? Yeah. Believing it's possible, trusting that everything will happen at the right time for you and in the right way for you. Can the creator show you that and what that feels like? That's allowed and possible? Yeah. And then the more fun you have in life, the more you do the things you love, the more you are respecting and honoring your energy and your excitement and your joy, the easier you bring yourself in alignment with your manifestations, and then they will just happen. So it's really about, who am I? What do I want in my life? How do I bring myself as much in balance and really honor what my energy needs, honor what I need, and bring that joy into that. When you do that, these manifestations will come very quickly. When you're in resistance and pushing things away, then it's going to take a little longer. But I feel like you're doing quite a lot of energy work already on yourself, and you're really like, you're shortly before it. Yeah. So keep going, the great work. Keep doing the great work you're doing. And have fun with it. Really have fun. And what's also really going to help you is when you really feel into, what can I do to contribute to others in a way that also excites me, that I'm passionate about. Because contribution is a wonderful way to allow manifestations to happen. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for all your readings. Well, you're very welcome. It's a real joy for me to do this. Okay. Next person, Divya Tripathy 602. Want to seek clarity for my business, how to get abundance of money and clients every day in my life. Want to have good selling of online crystal products in bulk every day. Okay. Okay, when I scan your energy, Divya, there's like, the energy is there and it wants to go in a different directions, to explore and to grow and to evolve. And then I'm seeing like block. And the blocks are like the expectations of how things have to happen. I have to have bulk sales. I have to have clients in this way. I have to have abundance. I have to have money. And it stops the energy of flowing. It stops the energy of growing. It's like all these expectations don't allow the energy to flow the way it's meant to flow. So it's all like, what can we do about this to allow this to be a little easier? Can the creator show you what it feels like to allow the energy to flow without constantly putting expectations upon yourself and upon your energy and upon the outcome? Can the creator show you how to have fun, how to work on your passion, how to live your passion without restricting yourself by your expectations of how things have to be? If you like that, you can say yes. And anybody who likes that can say yes. Yeah. Expectations can really block our energy flow. Expectations can stop us from achieving what we really want, because the mind creates the expectations, but the mind is so limited in what our potential is. The mind is so limited in what our possibilities are. And when we actually let go of the expectation of what the outcome has to be, just a little caveat here, you can set intentions. Intentions are powerful. Intentions are strong. But expectations can really block. So can the creator show you what it feels like to set intentions without holding on to expectations? So that when we let go of the expectations, the divine energy can really show you and take you where you're meant to be. And how to enjoy that path, how to have fun with that, how to Allow the magic to unfold for you there. Do you like that? If you like it, you can say yeah. Okay, but I'm also hearing your business will start growing a lot more when you can focus and really focus on contribution without expectations. Contribution without expectations will allow things to grow, will allow things to have a bigger impact, will allow you to make a real difference. See if that resonates with you, and good luck. Okay. Anything 7424, thank you so much. You're very welcome. Mary Charmaine Hernandez. Okay, that's quite a lot. I'm gonna quickly scan through this, but it's a lot there. My cousin, family, relatives, everybody in family, dad, mom, bro, sister, auntie, extended relatives, cousin, etc. I resent them for resenting, disrespecting, misunderstanding me as they raised, okay? Resent me and then me resenting them. But they raised me to be this. Why they are angry, I'm being obedient until I explode from them. Then I'm chaotic. They bug me from me bugging them. Then or what? Okay, hey, they all stated this. They raised me to be this way. I complied. I am like this. Well, why they complain when I'm like this because I'm grateful, even non-sarcastically. Because of them. Okay, let's have a look into the energy because I feel like this is a lot of story and you decide yourself if you want to stay in this or if you're going to move beyond this, right? Now, at the moment, you're deciding to stay in this and you want to point the finger at others. And they might have done things that allow you to be or resulted to be for you in the situation where you're in. But at the end of the day, everything is a choice. And you decide if you stay in this situation, you decide if you stay being the person you are, you decide if you keep holding on to that resentment. People hold on to that resentment overall in general because it's serving them, because it's bringing them something. When you figure out how this is serving you, what this is bringing you, then you can move beyond that quite easily. Okay, let me have a look into this energy. You decide who you are. You decide who you want to be. It's not about being obedient to others. It's about how can I be honest with myself? How can I be true to myself? And how can I create a life in a way that I love? Can the creator show you that you are allowed to create the life that you love? But it's possible for you to create a life that you love and that it's safe for you to create a life that you love on your terms. Would you like these downloads from creator? Can the creator show you that you can raise beyond this circle of finger pointing, this circle of story, and what it feels like to live without resentment? That it's possible to live without resentment, and that you are allowed to live without resentment. Would you like that? Okay, a little practical thing is allow yourself to bring more joy into your life. Can the creator show you that it's safe to bring more joy into your life? That it's allowed to bring more joy into your life? And how to bring more joy into your life? Can you like that? You can say yes. And anybody else who likes any of these downloads can say yes too. And now, focus on the things that bring you joy. Focus on the things that make you happy. And when you start focusing on these things, the resentment will get less and less and less. And then you probably will be able to let go of that. It's your choice if you hold on to it. But when you focus on things that you enjoy, you'll be able to raise your vibration, to raise your energy, to start moving beyond that. Yeah? So allow yourself and allow your intuition to guide you to get there and focus on the positive, focus on the things that make you happy. I hope this helped you. Okay, Brigitte, coming back to you. It's scary to see he lives in an illusion and another world. Brigitte? Okay, let's have a quick look. What, like, okay. Are you a Theta healer? If you're a Theta healer, and otherwise you might want to reach out to a Theta healer practitioner to see what beliefs do you have within you that makes this scary for you, that makes you worry about this. Because everything is a reflection in the energy. And when you start shifting your beliefs, he might start changing his energy. When you can come to terms and accept him for who he is, then he can actually become more of who he truly is. Instead of an expectation that we might expect from him or anything that the energy that is vibrated to him, he wants to match. But when you actually raise beyond that, it gives him an opportunity to raise as well. Does that make any sense? Yeah, so focus on you. What can you do to come to terms with the situation? What can you do to bring joy in life? What can you do to support in a way that aligns for both of you? And support sometimes means taking a step back. Support sometimes means take action. Feel into this, meditate on this, and allow yourself to be guided by creator energy. And when you start doing that, it will feel in alignment with you. It will feel right for you. And then things can actually, you create the space to allow things to change. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. Okay. Hemal, Karam Belkar, 9638. Whenever my life is getting better, something knocks me back. I've cleared this belief and others many times using Theta Healing. Could you please check and clear what's the root beliefs? Thanks, Hamal. Let's have a look. Hamal, when you have a garden, you have weeds in the garden. And we can see these limiting beliefs as weeds. And then you pull them out. And sometimes they grow back, sometimes they don't. But over time, you still need to maintain the garden. And there's a little bit of ongoing maintenance required here. It's not about, I've done the work, needs to be fixed now. It's about, okay, what else do I need to do? How can I do it? How can I get to terms with like some ongoing support for myself? And when you do that, you will also be able to raise your vibration and things will flow easier for you. Can the creator show you how to really have joy with the inner work, how to have joy with the self-development? And can the creator show you that you can do this inner work and do the self-development also when everything goes perfectly in your life? Also when things go really well in your life. What I'm seeing is like the moment things go well, you almost like let go of like doing the inner work, and you almost need like something to throw you back down so you kind of pick that inner work up again, do the inner work again. And then you do some of that, then things go better. And then the moment this goes really good, it's like this is shoved on the side, and you need something that kind of makes life difficult again to find this again. So can the creator show you what it feels like to be in balance with the inner work, to be in balance with the inner growth, to be in balance with your spiritual growth, without neglecting it when things go well in life? You'll see you don't need this throwback anymore when you keep in balance with the inner work, because you keep doing it on a regular basis, and it doesn't have to be too much, right? If you do it once a week, a session on yourself, that's plenty. Or you do it whenever you're intuitively guided to do it without avoiding it. You'll see that you probably won't be thrown back so much anymore because you keep at it. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this helps you. Okay, Manthi. Susie, thank you for all the love, guidance, and readings that you have done for all these months. Truly grateful to you and love you, Susie. Wonderful teachings told by you, and I will always remember. Thank you, Manzi, for your message. I appreciate it, and I'm really glad you're moving forward. Your energy is moving forward. So well done. Okay. Mary Charmaine Hernandez, I was raised by them. Then they resent me for this. I love my life, my own now and forever. I'm grateful too. Good. So keep focusing on the things you love. Keep focusing on the things that go well for you. And allow them to have their story. And when they're ready to shift it, they will shift it. Okay. My family, work, crafts, rest. Good. Yes, it does. Thank you. Good. Focus on the things, what I said, that work well. Well done in raising beyond it and moving forward. Street Fairies, it's true that I'm a bit scared to work again. I don't want something too stressful. I've not seen any opportunities yet. I will give myself permission to embrace life. Thank you. You're so welcome. Right, let's do a quick meditation. Thank you for everybody for being here. Thank you for being here for this last session. If you want any, continue your growth, continue your spiritual and personal development, come and have a free discovery call with me. Have a look at the website, or the free discovery call link is below. This is the last free psychic reading session that I'm doing. I will be focusing on other ways to support you, mostly through Instagram and Facebook. So my Instagram is Susie Valentine 1221. Feel free to follow me there. And thank you for allowing me to support you all. Yes, thanks. It feels freeing to release. Well done. Well done. Okay. With your permission, may I scan your energy to do some Theta Healing downloads? Oh, hang on. There's one person I forgot, and I just need to quickly look at this person because I did forgot Jaina. Sorry, Jaina, we will do your question too. So, Jaina, I want to know why until now I always attract illness each time I try to become the best version of myself. Okay, let's have a look. The illness is like a sign of resisting the energy, a sign of resisting change. Every time when you're resisting too much, it kind of impacts on your physical body. And it's like a sign you need to go within. You need to figure out what is being told. Why is this happening to you? Doing some of the inner work. So can we, and then when you do the inner work, your body actually will go back into balance again. Can we complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts for you that your body needs to, you need to attract illness in order to do the inner work? Can we complete that now? And can the creator show you what it feels like to intuitively know when to do the inner work, how to do the inner work, where to get the support to do the inner work if you feel like you want some or need some without needing to get ill or without attracting illness? Would you like that? Can we shift that for you? Or can creator shift that for you energetically? Yeah, and can the creator show you how to enjoy the inner work without resistance? How to focus on inner growth and spiritual growth without resistance? That you're worthy of that, that you're allowed that, and that it's safe for you. Would you like that? Good. Okay. Right, with your permission, I'm going to scan your energy for everybody and do some Theta Healing downloads to really round this off for now. Okay. Can the Creator show you what it feels like to love yourself? That you are all allowed to love yourself and that it's safe to love yourself? Can the Creator show you what it feels like to be on your path? What it feels like to live your passion, to live your joy? What it feels like to be intuitively guided and that is safe? How to hear these messages, how to pick up on the guidance and act upon it? And how to do it from a place of love, from a place of excitement, from a place of joy, and from a place of being alive. Would you like to know what that feels like and that is possible for you and how to live that? If you like that, just say yes. We witness the energy coming in. This also works when you watch the replay. Can the Creator show you that you're ready for your next steps? And how to embark on this next part of life, this next journey in life, whilst being balanced, whilst allowing yourself to live your true authenticity, what that feels like, and also at the same time, so taking responsibility for your life, trusting life, enjoying life, and allowing yourself to contribute to yourself and others. So everybody can feel empowered to the right extent for them. And you would like that? Say yes. Can the Creator show you that it's safe to connect with starseeds? That it's safe to connect with extraterrestrials? And how to do that without freaking out? How to do that from a place of excitement? How to do it from a place of joy? When this resonates, you can say yes. All right. That's it for today. So we're just going to do a sparkly shower. Going to create a cleanse your energy and fill it up with unconditional love. Fill it up with bliss. Fill it up with gratitude. You like that? Say yes. That's what I truly feel. I feel so grateful for all you beautiful souls who have been at these sessions for the last 6 months. Honored to support you and guide you. If you want more support and guidance, just click the free discovery call in the link below in the description. And I'm looking forward to continue our journey together. In the meantime, I wish you a wonderful week. And as this was the last session, I will see you probably on social media when our paths cross again. Bye-bye, everybody.